Feelings to the side. Feeling hot, 20s, 50s, 100s, 10, 20s, 50s, 100s, 10, 20s, 50s, 100s, 10, 20s, 50s.
Drag it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy.
Okay.
If you ain't know by now, this is how we move. We do this on the daily. Windows tinted up. We got tins it up behind them.
It starts way back to when I was like, a child. My mom, she's the one that actually got me into music. She even bought me one of those small, like, recordable Sony. It's called my first Sony. It's red, yellow, and blue. And she bought that for me, and like without even realizing, that's kind of like when it all started with me, like recording myself and getting the tone, and it had the little came with a tape you record yourself. And that's kind of how it started as a child. And then when I was 14, I got a computer, and kind of similar to the setting here. I didn't know what I was doing. There was no special program, but it was just something inside of me. Kind of like I always say that music chose me, and some way somehow I started finding the word got out that I was recording myself, and other people try to come over, and it would be an array of people. Like I said, my mom really got me into it. Back when in the 90s when 92.3 was the #1 radio station out here in LA, that was always playing in the car when we were riding around doing our thing. And she'll buy all the records. She had crates upon crates of different records of old school R&B, but she was also hip on the new artists. And one of our favorite artists mutually was Tupac. And she bought the All Eyes on Me album, which back then was in tape cassettes. And she made it okay for me to actually embrace hip hop and rap music and R&B as well. And it was just our lifestyle. It was part of me. And she was a huge influence on me, learning about music. In terms of like artists that I look up to, like I said, Tupac was definitely #1. I had a big influence of East Coast music. Biggie's to the Brad, So Def down south. It was really big in the 90s. I think, like they said, it's the golden era, and I'm kind of proud to kind of like grow up in that era, and the visuals were so much better back then than they are today. They're actually like little mini movies, from Busta Rhymes to Puff Daddy when he did his videos with Busta Rhymes and Biggie Smalls. A lot of people say I have similar flow to Fabulous, which I'm actually a huge fan of, and could be to the Goody Mob down south, Wu-Tang Clan, just things like that. Jadakiss is one of my top 5 artists as well. My manager JD's been doing this for over 20 years. My engineer and producers been doing this for over 20 years. I worked with likes of Dr. Dre, who's probably one of the top producers of all time, and right now we have a relationship with Molly Mall, and we've worked with Maybach Music, and Rick Ross and his people, and Gucci Poochie's manager. So like I said, just examples of establishing relationships in that realm that will be the top tier, and we're definitely going in the right direction. Today I'm going to a Kings game with a very close friend of ours who's in the Future Music Group family, Liani Shu, who she's the former national radio program director for Def Jam Records, and she's worked with all kinds of different record labels, and seen it myself. She's truly well respected into the game. She's broke records for Jay-Z and Ludacris, and any big artist, like T.I., the Grand Hustle movement. She's done a lot of work for a lot of great people who are very successful in this game, and we have a great relationship right now. We have plans on taking it to the next level. We have some ideas. So, like I said, just funding to kind of get things rolling definitely helps. With my overall goal, with potentially reaching the goal that I have set, I really don't have a set amount yet, because I think it could be unlimited. But it would just cover things like gas, the traveling, video shoots. Visuals are very important in the music industry. You can have a great song, but in today's technology era where you can instantly on your phone even go to YouTube and see what the artist looks like. And me, that a person an artist that does a lot of music towards the demographic of women. I want to kind of cater to what they want to hear, and having a visual and staying in shape and just make sure that everything looks good. That way it represents who you are as an artist. Image is very important as well. So I'm gonna have the top people doing that and be able to compensate them for their hard work. So it would pay for traveling expenses, gas, video shoots, recording sessions, paying the management, and just making sure everybody's compensated for the hard work, because a lot of things don't get done for free. It's tough times right now. So as much as somebody wants to help you, we want to be able to front them something to kind of let them know that it's a good token. That's just the overall goal I want to have, so I can help push myself as an artist and to show that I'm self-proficient and self-reliant, and I can take charge.
Good, man. Any shout outs?
Just want to shout out to the Counters Punch team, my Heavy Bread Circle team, and my family for supporting me and going through all the nonsense that comes along with it. But they know I have a true passion for it. Ever since they saw me win my first competition, when it involved me like rapping on stage for the first time and putting out projects and stuff on the iTunes, and so they know what my goal is, and they see me out there networking and know what my team is, and so I think just shout out to everybody who supported me and the fans that I do have and the people that I work with. So thank you.
Good. Correct.
To a last king, I self-made it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. Stepping outside in Gucci linen. Let's get it.